Hey guys, it's Johnny. Today I want to share with you the greatest advice anyone ever gave an INFJ. Now, by no means is this a one-size-fits-all solution. This is just the greatest advice anyone ever gave me. And I hope that you are able to get some value from this today, even if this turns out not to be the best advice you've ever been given before. But I want to share it with you in the hopes that you'll take it to heart if you struggle with this issue as I do. Okay, so today's the first day of fall, and the temperature was in the 40s this morning, and INFJ just needed an excuse to pull out the sweater, right? And we love sweaters, right? INFJs, we love sweaters. And so I'm wearing my sweater, but it got me thinking about my neighbor's advice and just the profound impact that the advice that he gave had on my life. And I felt compelled to share it with you. That's why it's a vertical video. This is completely unscripted, no edits. I'm just going to roll with this. I won't take up very much more of your time. Let me just share this piece of advice with you and then leave your comment below. The best way that I could describe my old neighbor, Jim, is that he was a grand old man who had seen a lot and he had survived. And he struck me as an individual who for many, many years dealt with and struggled with self-confidence issues, self-esteem, self-care, confidence, etc. And yet he came across as a man who had mastered this. And when I met him, it was at a time in my life when I wore pajamas to the store. Nothing against pajamas, right? But I wore pajamas to the store and you know didn't shave, didn't bathe for a few days, and would just get out of the house to go to the grocery store and buy a pizza, or a cheesecake or fried chicken or something, so that I could just pig out. And just I was absolutely terrible to myself for so many years, you guys. And my neighbor Jim, on the other hand, every time I saw him, he was always well-groomed, and he looked nice, and he presented well, and he took good care of himself. Now, let me just get to it, and then I'll close. One day, I was walking out of the apartment to head to the store, and he was outside on the balcony area there. And he was dressed to the nines. I mean, had a tie on and I don't know, he smelled, I don't know what the aroma was. It was Old Spice or something. I mean, he looked great, he smelled great, the whole 9 yards, right? He was dressed to the nines. And he commanded respect, right? And I was in my PJs and hadn't shaved, hadn't bathed, and I just felt terrible about myself. And this is before I had even discovered I was an INFJ. And you guys, I apologized to him for my appearance. I said, I complimented him. I said, Jim, you look amazing today. But then again, you always do. And his response was, well, thank you. And I said, I'm sorry, Jim, that I look like this today. I don't feel good. It's been a rough couple days. I've been having a rough time. And I'll never forget his response to me, and it really changed my life. And he said, well, young fella, on the days that you are struggling the most, and on the days that you are having the hardest time, and you feel least like taking care of yourself, that's when it's most important. So, INFJ, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what your struggles are right now. But I just want to encourage you to be kind to yourself and love yourself. And on the days that are the hardest for you, I want you to be particularly kind to yourself. Okay? I love you. That's all I have for you today. Please let me know in the comments what your best advice was that anyone ever gave you. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.